In today's video, we are talking about those behaviors that truly do detract from your overall presence, your overall elegance. Let's get into it. If you're new here, I'm Laura, and this is Executive Her. On this channel, I help women navigate their professional paths through modern elegance, grace, and sophisticated style. Ladies, let's talk about being elegant and those behaviors that truly do detract from your presence. And it doesn't matter what you're wearing and how great you think you are looking in the mirror that day. If you're practicing these behaviors, you're not coming across as elegant, nor will you ever be. The first one, ladies, is when you are constantly talking about yourself. No one wants to be around someone who is sucking the air out of the room, because regardless of what the conversation is, they are constantly talking about them and they could care less what other people are saying. Part of being elegant is to make sure that you're practicing active listening. So that means when other people are talking, you are truly listening to the conversation and you know when to engage and what to insert into the conversation. And if you have something to add, something you want people to know, or if they're talking about a subject that you're interested in, you'll have an opportunity to add it. But it is about having conversations with one person or a group of people, depending on who you're engaging with, and actively listening, as opposed to always talking about yourself. Because when you do that, you're really showing everyone that you're insecure. You're insecure and you're selfish. You're self-absorbed. So make sure that you are not constantly talking about yourself. So ladies, that leads us to our next behavior, and that is negative body language. You know, when you're gnashing your teeth, when you're rolling your head from side to side, or your eyes when someone's talking, or if someone's talking to you, you're looking off in the distance. All of this is extremely negative. Not only is it negative, it's also very rude. Make sure you're not doing these things, because this negative body language, it isn't elegant. It is actually detracting from who you are, and it just doesn't look nice, ladies. Part of being elegant is small body movements. It is not demonstrating all of this body language that detracts from who you are. And ladies, some of us truly do suck our teeth, and it has become a bad habit. How many times have you been around someone and they're constantly sucking their teeth? It has become such a habit, they don't even realize it anymore. And it just is extremely distracting. So ladies, remember, no gnashing the teeth, no sucking the teeth, no rolling the eyes, no rolling the neck. None of these are acceptable when it comes to elegant behavior. Okay, ladies, how many times have you been to dinner and the person that you are with is constantly on their phone? This too is a behavior that isn't elegant at all. When you are on your phone, this is not elegant at all. There is a time and place for your phone. And when you're out to dinner, that really isn't the time nor the place. You want to engage with the person that you're with. That leads us to the next point. And that point is when you have no depth and no substance. It is one thing to dress up, but it is another thing to actually have depth and substance. We've all had these people where we think that they are so beautiful, they're well put together, and when you start to engage them in conversation, they have nothing to say, because either they are not interested in anything, they don't care about anything, or they haven't taken the time to learn anything. So when it comes to being elegant, you have to have something to talk about. You have to have some depth and some substance. You have to be able to engage in conversation about hobbies, about different places, about different cultures, different things. There's so much in the world to learn, to know, and to experience. So when you have no depth, no substance, that is not elegant at all. And you don't want to be that person sitting at the table and everyone else is talking. Or you're at a meeting and everyone else is talking about what they did on the weekend, where they're going, what they're doing, how they're doing it, new class that they're taking, something that they're learning, a new hobby that they've picked up, and you have nothing to add to the conversation. So ladies, part of being elegant is to really know what's going on in the world and to have some hobbies of your own and to educate yourself. That is part of being elegant. Next, ladies, is you know the person. We all have them in our lives. That one person who can never get to an event on time, and if you invite them somewhere and you're going there, you're waiting for them, you know they're going to be late. And they're late not because of the traffic, it is just because being late has just become a bad habit. Being late is so insensitive because you're taking advantage of someone else's time. They too could be somewhere else doing something else as opposed to waiting for you. So make sure that you practice time management. Time management is more of an elegant behavior than always constantly showing up late. It gets to the point where you wish you'd never invited them, and when they invite you somewhere, you're thinking, oh, please don't invite me, because you know that they are going to be late. And again, elegant women have moves to make. They don't have time to waste time waiting for someone else. So make sure that you're practicing time management. So next on our list is when you're constantly talking about other people. Elegant women have business of their own, moves to make, things to do. We don't have time to talk about other people, what they're doing, who they're doing it with, why they're doing it, and the list goes on and on about why you're talking about someone else in their business. Elegant women truly don't have time for that. We are making moves, we are doing different things, and it's just not an elegant behavior. Make sure that you're not talking about other people, that you have conversation that you can talk about, and it doesn't involve anyone and everyone else's business. Not only is it off-putting for everyone else, but it also is a sign of insecurity, because when you're constantly talking about other people, then you are insecure about whatever it is that you have going on or the lack thereof. So ensure that you're not talking about other people. That is not elegant at all, and it doesn't matter what clothes you are wearing, how much money you have spent on them, how great you may think you look, but when you're doing this, it's not elegant at all. Next, ladies, is when you're constantly complaining about everyone else. This is not an elegant behavior at all. When you're constantly complaining, not only about someone else, but just about everything. The food came out and it wasn't cooked well enough. And that's every time you go to dinner with them. I don't mean one time. I mean, every time you go, you know they're going to complain. The waiter was rude to them because the waiter couldn't stop when you called them over because they had something else to do real quickly, but they're coming right back. They're complaining. They're complaining because the food isn't cooked the way that they want it. The lights are too low. The place isn't as clean as they want it. And they just find something to complain about, not only at dinner, but just about life in general. Elegance is about being positive, to always look at everything from a positive angle. The glass is always full because you get up every single day and you have opportunities to do something different, to make something better. And if there's something you want to change, you have the opportunity to be that change that you want to see. So that is a part of being elegant. It is not about complaining because you're not where you want to be right now in life. Life always throws you the bad break. No, if you want to change something, or if you want a better break, change it. If you want to do something different, change it. If you want to have some better experiences, you have to make those experiences and change your attitude. When you change your attitude, that's half of the battle. So when it comes to being elegant, stop the complaining. No one wants to hear it. We all have things that we're going through, and we don't want to hear that constantly from someone else. Next, ladies, is the lack of authenticity. You guys hear me talk about it a lot, especially if you've watched some of my career videos. I talk about being authentically you. And being authentic is truly important. So when you're elegant, you are authentic. You show up as who you are. People know who you are because you are constantly that way, no matter when they see you. When you are inauthentic, when you pretend to care about someone else, when you pretend that you're excited, when you pretend to be someone else, when you make up this whole different story about what your life is, that's inauthentic, and people see it a mile away. You may think that you're getting away with it and nobody sees it and you're showing up as, oh, so elegant. No, you're not. People see it, people know it. So show up as authentically you. You are one individual, no one else in the world like you. Show up as yourself, and people will gravitate to you because you are being authentic, you're being warm, you're being caring, and all of that tends to shine through. No one likes someone who is overbearing. You know that person, that one person who wants to control everything, who wants to be the center of everything, who always have input even when you don't ask them for their input and or opinion. No one wants to be around someone who is like that, because again, you're sucking all of the air out of the room. You're not giving other people opportunities to talk. And it is just uncomfortable. You put people off when you do that. So make sure you're not being overbearing. Next, ladies, is no one wants to hear from someone who is so arrogant, who thinks that they are better than other people. This is one of my biggest pet peeves. When someone is being arrogant, they are talking down to people. They think that they're better than people. We are all individuals, no one else like us. We are all different in terms of background. And when you are doing that, you're not coming across as elegant at all. So when you are arrogant, that is just a sign of insecurity. It's a sign of weakness. So it is not an elegant behavior. It is just a sign that, well, you're insecure with who you are. These are some of the behaviors that really are detracting from your overall presence. You are not showing up as an elegant woman, and no one is going to perceive you as elegant. Remember, it's all about being elegant and graceful. And part of being elegant and graceful is when you demonstrate those behaviors that line up or align with being elegant. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you've had some of the experiences I've talked about, or if there's any other thing on the list that you'd like to add, put it down in the comments below. We love to keep the conversation going. As always, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.